Hi everyone, this is Gayatri PG from the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science and working in the College of Kongunadu College of Engineering and Technology. Okay, now we discussed about web development fundamentals. The web development fundamental is a very important subject or a very important concept that every students must be known. Okay, so web development is a process of creating and maintaining websites or web applications. It involves a combination of programming, design, and database management to ensure a seamless user experience on the internet. Where everyone should use the internet, no? So based on this web development only, we have created websites and what processes involved in the databases, that is a backend, that all involved in this subject. Okay, then for the fundamentals of web development subjects provide a foundations to for beginners to understand how websites work and how to build them efficiently. Okay, so now we discussed about the first unit, that is the introduction. In that introduction, we have seen overview of internet. So what is a client, what is a server, what is a client server communication, how the client server to be communicated, and what is a browser and web server communications. Okay, then relative URLs. Then next we discussed about the protocols. So protocols means how the protocols be used in the web development, and the HTTP request message and response messages like that. Then web clients and web servers also we discussed. Then go and get into the programming, that is the markup languages. So HTML is a basic concept for creating a website, no? So markup languages like XHTML, and that we have to see only the introduction in first unit. Introduction to HTML, syntax and semantics for writing XHTML, fundamental HTML, and then we have discussed about fundamental elements in the HTML, that is list, tables, frames, forms, how to create a list, tables, frames and forms using the HTML. Then we have discussed about HTML 5.0, this is the latest version. Then we have discussed, finally we discussed about the canvas element. This is the first unit we covered. Okay, first we see the what is website. So everyone know about the website, no? So website is a collection of web pages which are grouped together and usually connected using hyperlinks. Every web pages have a hyperlinks. When click on that link, then we go to the next page. So when many web pages are interlinked in one website. So there are three main things in the website, that is address. Address is a main thing. Then web page. So what we have seen in the screen, that is a web page. Then in that web page we have several hyperlinks. Okay. So what is web page means? Web page is a document. This is the website. Okay. In that website we have a more than two or more hyperlinks are there. So by clicking the hyperlinks, we have go to every web pages. So that what is a web page? Web page is a document that is suitable for web browser. This is one of the document. This document should be a plain text or should be mixed with the pictures, animations, and videos. Okay, so that is said to be a rich text. So in web page may be a plain text or a rich text. So web page is a document that we write using HTML language. Using HTML language, we have created one web page. So if you are beginners, means we have to you create a simple web page. Then we will learn a lot. Then we create a professional websites. Modern web page. In modern web page, there is a HTML content, style information, and scripting language. Okay, then get into the syllabus. First topic is the web essentials. In web essentials means what are the essential elements to create a web means, but that is a client, that is another one is a server. So client is a user, server is a actually the content is stored. Okay, so client, what is a client means? The client requests and receives information from the server. We have received or we have request some informations, like phone, from the phone, laptop, smart TV, say anything. The software that resides on the remote machine communicates with the server, fetches the information, then process it, and then displays it on the remote machine. What device used for showing the web page. If using the mobiles means that is a remote machine. We are using a laptop means that is a remote machine. You are using a desktop means that is a remote machine. So display it on a remote machine is called the client. It initiates contact with server. That the client only initiates to communicate with the server. That is speaks first. Then typically request service from the server. Then you start to request to the server. Then client implemented in the browser. Okay. Then go on to the server. What is a server? So the software that distributes the information and the machines where the information software resides is called the server. Okay. Provides requested service to the client. The client request means the server only gives response to the client. Okay, it gives service to the client. The web server sends requested web page. Okay, server are powerful computers designed to store, process and deliver information to clients upon a request. Okay, so here the four important concept for in the web page. What is first one is a web server. Server is we discussed now, software that delivers web pages and other documents to browsers using the HTTP protocol. HTTP means Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Then web page. Web page is a document or resource of information that is suitable for the World Wide Web and can be accessed to the web browser. Then what is a website? The collection of pages on the World Wide Web that are accessible from the same URL and typically residing on the same server. That is a website. What is a URL? URL means Uniform Resource Locator. The unique address which identifies a resource on the internet for routing purposes. Then we have to start. Now I am going to design one web page, right? So first I create design one website. Okay, then I save the file by as a name my first page.html. So by using HTML language I create a simple web page. So one heading, one picture, and I use some colors. So I use some graphics, anything. So I create a web pages now. So yeah, I create a website is not enough. No, I need some internet or I need some server. So I need internet. So I connected my laptops or my desktops or phone, anything, to the internet. So internet it gives IP address, no. So and then another here use I want server. So that server only give a web pages, right? So I need a server. That server also having an internet connection and that server is having another IP address. Okay, wow. So these are some the basic procedure for creating a web pages and show it in the internet. The receiver sends a request to the sender, but no one listens. So data couldn't share. So simply we have created a web page. So I have no one listen. So that purpose only we need a server. The software which is listen and responds the request is a server. Okay. So this is a simple client server communication. We have a client. Client may be a phone or laptop or desktop, and I need an internet connection so I connected with the internet. The client requests through the internet to the server. The server gives response to the client. For example, I opened the website called Google. Everyone should know about the Google, no? So if you want to search something in a website, now first thing our mind is go to the Google website. So I opened the Google website. I search so I need syllabus for web development. Like that I search. What it means, I request some information to the Google. The Google is a web browser. The web browser having many web pages. So I type the keywords to the browser. It gives one page. In that page, that is a web page having one page having a 10 links. Okay, so that 10 links is having that is a hyperlink. If we click on that link means it goes to corresponding web pages. So I click this one link and it shows the web page. So I see what I mean. Okay. So that is a simple communication between the client and server. I type a keyword in the browser, no, that is a client. That myself is a client. I request some information to the Google. Do Google has some server. So in that server, it gives responses to the client. To it give responses to me. That is a simple client server communication. So you see this video, you have a clear idea.
Web application client-side and server-side. Client-side scripting enables interaction within a web page. The code required to process user input is downloaded and compiled by the browser. Server is a web application server at a remote location that will process web requests and sends pages to the client.
How does client-side and server-side work in web application? When a user goes to the browser and types in a website, the browser will search if the website exists, then asks the server for specific page. The server reacts to the request by transferring some files over to the browser. The browser executes those files and shows something expectantly to the user.
So very nice video, no? So this is the basic simple client server communication process. Okay, then we have discussed this what is a browser web server communication in the next session. Thank you.